Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SpeakEasy FM.
Hi, we're really happy you're here with us today.
I'm Stacy.
And I'm Ian. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
If you enjoy our videos, please like and subscribe. It really helps us reach more people.
Thank you so much. Okay, Stacy, quick question before we start. Do you like meeting new people?
Honestly, it depends on my mood. Some days, yes. Some days, I want to hide behind my coffee cup.
Same. And there's always that one moment that makes it awkward.
The moment someone says, "So, tell me about yourself."
Exactly. And your brain just goes blank.
Total blank. Suddenly, you forget your own name.
That's actually today's topic, how to introduce yourself in English in a way that sounds natural, not memorized.
Because this comes up everywhere. New job, new class, a party, even a date.
So let's get into it. Quick tip before we start. If you want to slow us down, tap the settings icon on YouTube, choose playback speed, and pick what's comfortable for you.
All right, Ian, let's start with the very first word people usually say.
Right. Before your name, before anything, you need a greeting.
And there are two kinds, formal and informal.
Formal is easy. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Simple, but people mix up the timing all the time. Don't say good morning at 3 p.m.
Guilty. I've done that in an actual meeting.
Ian?
In my defense, I hadn't had coffee yet. My brain doesn't know what time it is until coffee.
Okay, and informal greetings. Hey, hi, what's up?
The key is picking one that actually fits you. If I walked into a room and said, yo, people would be confused. That's just not me.
I can't picture that at all.
Exactly. So find your own natural greeting and stick with it. Don't force one that feels weird in your mouth.
Good advice. Mine is just a simple, "Hi, I'm Stacy." Nothing fancy.
Works every time.
Okay, next, your name. Sounds obvious, but there are different ways to say it depending on the situation.
Face-to-face, casual, you say, I'm Ian or I am Ian.
On the phone, when nobody can see you, it's more natural to say, "This is Ian," or "My name's Ian."
And if you're on a stage or in a huge room, "This is Ian speaking" sounds more natural too. It carries a bit more weight.
Then, people usually want to know where you're from.
Right. I'm from Boston. Simple. Or you can use the nationality. I'm American.
If the place feels far away or like a big journey, people often say, "I come from." It has a little more distance to it.
And if you want to talk about growing up somewhere, I was born and raised in Boston works well.
What if you were born in one place but grew up somewhere else?
Then you split it. I was born in Seattle but raised in Denver.
And if you moved somewhere new as an adult, like me, I moved to this city 3 years ago, you can say, "I'm originally from Miami, but I've been living here for 3 years."
Originally from is such a useful phrase. It tells your whole story in 4 words.
It really does.
Okay, now let's get into the one everyone actually asks us about, job interviews.
The dreaded "tell me about yourself" in an interview.
This one trips people up because they think they need to give their whole life story.
Right, and that's exactly the mistake. Nobody in an interview wants your childhood.
Exactly. There's actually a really simple formula. 3 parts. What you're doing now, what you did before, what you want to do next.
Say that again slower.
Sure. Part 1, your current situation. I'm currently working as a marketing coordinator at a small agency.
Part 2, a bit of relevant background. Before that, I studied communications and did an internship in social media.
And part 3, where you're headed. Now I'm looking for a role where I can lead bigger campaigns.
Present, past, future. That's the whole shape of it.
And it's short, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Not 5 minutes about your hometown and your dog.
Although I would love to hear about someone's dog.
Save that for after the interview. Let's practice it together. Stacy, pretend you're in an interview. Go.
Okay, I'm currently a nurse in the pediatric ward at City Hospital. Before that, I did my training here in the city and worked part-time at a clinic. Now I'm looking to move into a role with more leadership responsibility.
That was so clean. Present, past, future.
Thank you. I practiced this once for a real interview and got the job, so I trust the formula.
See, it works. My turn. I'm currently writing content for a few different clients as a freelancer. Before this, I worked in-house at a marketing team for 3 years. Now I'm hoping to find more long-term writing projects, maybe in tech.
Perfect. Short, clear, no rambling.
And one more tip. Don't say, my background is. Just say what you're doing.
Why not my background?
It sounds like you're about to give a full history lesson. What I'm doing sounds current and active.
That's a small change that makes a big difference.
English is full of those.
What about introducing yourself somewhere less formal, like your first day at a new job? Not an interview. You already got the job.
That's much more relaxed. You can say, "Hi, I'm Ian. I just joined the design team."
Short and friendly. You can add one small personal detail if you want. I just moved here from Chicago, so I'm still finding my favorite coffee shop.
That gives people something easy to respond to.
Exactly. It's an invitation for small talk.
Same idea for a new class. "Hi, I'm Stacy. I'm here to brush up on my English before a work trip." Gives people a reason to talk to you.
A little context goes a long way.
Now the one that stresses people out the most. A party where you don't know anyone.
Oh, that's rough. Standing there with your drink, not knowing who to talk to?
The good news is, party introductions can be really short and light. You don't need your job title right away.
You can literally just say, "Hi, I don't think we've met. I'm Stacy."
And usually, the other person will ask a follow-up. "How do you know the host?"
That question is a lifesaver at parties. It gives you something easy to talk about.
"I work with Sarah," or "I'm actually her neighbor." Something small.
And from there, the conversation just grows naturally. You don't have to plan the whole thing.
You just need an opening line. The rest follows.
Okay, this one is fun. Introducing yourself on a date.
The nerves are different here. It's not about being impressive with your job title.
Right, it's more about being relaxed and a little bit interesting.
So you still say your name, obviously, but instead of listing your job, people usually keep it lighter. "I'm Ian, I'm a writer, and I somehow always end up talking about food."
That's much better than, "I'm Ian, I work in content marketing. I have 3 years of experience."
Please don't bring your resume to a date.
Please don't.
A date introduction should feel like the start of a conversation, not a report. One fact about your job, and then something with a little personality.
Like a fun fact, almost.
Exactly. "I'm Stacy, I'm a nurse, and I've somehow never watched a single medical TV show. Too much like work."
That's true, actually.
See, that's a great line. It's honest, it's a little funny, and it gives the other person something to ask about.
And you don't want to talk only about yourself either. A good introduction on a date is short, and then you turn it around. What about you?
Always leave room for the other person. Speaking of fun facts, let's talk about those for a second, because some events actually ask you to share one directly.
Ugh, I hate this part. Everyone, please share a fun fact about yourself.
Instant panic. Your brain just goes empty.
Completely empty. Suddenly, you've never done anything interesting in your entire life.
That's why it helps to have one ready in advance. You don't have to think of it on the spot.
What's yours?
I can actually touch my nose with my tongue.
Ian?
It's a great icebreaker. People always want to see it.
I do not want to see it right now.
Fair. What's yours?
I've been to 11 countries, but never been on a roller coaster. I'm terrified of them.
See, that's a good one. Simple, a little surprising, easy to talk about.
The trick is picking something true, short, and a little unexpected, not your whole biography.
A pet, a weird skill, a strange fear, an unusual hobby, any of those work.
Have one ready. Future you will thank present you. Let's touch on a couple more pieces people often add, especially in more casual introductions. family, for example.
If someone asks about your family, you can say, I have a brother or I have two sisters. Simple enough.
But there's a small trap here. If you want to say how big your family is, don't say, we are 5 in my family.
That sounds a little unnatural in English. The natural way is, I'm from a family of 5, or we're a family of 5.
Good one to remember. And if you're the only child, you say, I'm an only child.
Clean and simple. What about hobbies?
I really enjoy hiking. I'm a big fan of live music. Both work well.
I like I'm a keen plus the hobby. I'm a keen runner. It sounds a little more polished.
A nice phrase to have in your pocket for interviews or more formal introductions.
Exactly. It shows a bit more range than just I like. Let's talk about one more scenario. A big one. Literally big. Introducing yourself in front of a large audience. A conference, a convention, a big class.
Oh, that's a different kind of nervous. Small talk nerves versus stage nerves.
Completely different. Your voice has to carry, and you don't get the little back and forth you get in a normal conversation.
So what changes?
A few things. First, this is works really well here. Hello everyone, this is Ian. It sounds a little more formal, a little more confident, like an announcement.
You also want to slow down. When people are nervous, they speed up without noticing.
Guilty again. The first time I spoke at a work conference, I finished my whole introduction in about 8 seconds. Way too fast.
Nobody caught a word of it.
Nobody. I had to say it again, slower, and it landed so much better.
Second time's the charm.
Also, in front of a big group, people usually appreciate one clear, memorable detail. Not 5, 1.
So instead of your whole life story, pick the one thing you want people to remember about you.
Exactly. Hello everyone, this is Ian. I write about food and travel, and if you ever need a restaurant recommendation, I'm your guy. Short, clear, and memorable.
I like that. Mine would be, good afternoon, this is Stacy. I'm a pediatric nurse, and I promise I'm much less scary than a hospital.
That's a great line. It's warm, it's a little funny, and it makes a big room feel smaller.
That's really the goal in any big introduction. Make a big room feel like a small conversation.
Beautifully put.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. Let's put a full introduction together. Something short, natural, and usable anywhere.
Let's each do one. I'll go first. Hi, I'm Ian. I'm originally from Ohio, but I've been living here for a few years now. I work as a writer, and when I'm not working, you'll probably find me trying a new coffee shop.
That was maybe 15 seconds, and it told me so much about you.
That's the goal. Short, but full of information people can respond to.
My turn. Hi, I'm Stacy. I'm a nurse here in the city, originally from Miami. Outside of work, I'm a keen hiker, and I've somehow visited 11 countries without ever going on a roller coaster.
See, that last part makes people want to ask a question immediately.
That's exactly the point. A good introduction isn't the end of the conversation, it's the door that opens it.
Beautifully said.
Thank you.
All right, let's slow down and review some of the most useful words and phrases from today.
First one, originally. As in, I'm originally from Miami. It means where you started out, even if you live somewhere else now.
You can say, I'm originally from Texas, or this dish is originally from Italy.
My example, I'm originally from a small town, but I've lived in the city for years now.
Next, icebreaker. An icebreaker is something that helps start a conversation, especially with people you don't know yet. A fun fact can be a great icebreaker. So can a simple question like, how do you know the host?
My example, asking about her dog was a perfect icebreaker at the party.
Next word, background. Your background is your history, your education, your past jobs, your experience. You can say, I have a background in design, or what's your background?
Good one to know, but remember, in an interview, lead with what you're doing now, not your whole background.
My example, she has a strong background in finance, but she's moving into marketing now.
Next, current, as in my current job or currently. It means right now at this moment. I'm currently studying English. My current role is in sales. Very useful word for introductions.
My example. My current focus is finishing this course by the end of the year.
Next, keen, as in, I'm a keen hiker. It means you really enjoy something and do it often.
A slightly more polished way to say you like something a lot.
My example. He's a keen cook, so dinner at his place is always an event.
Next word, relaxed. We used this to describe casual introductions. It means calm, easy, not stressful.
Keep it relaxed is good advice for almost any introduction, honestly.
My example. The interview felt surprisingly relaxed, more like a conversation than a test.
Next, rambling. To ramble means to talk for too long without a clear point.
Don't ramble in an interview. Keep it short and clear.
My example. Sorry, I'm rambling. Let me get to the point.
Last word for today, a lifesaver. We use this for the question, how do you know the host? A lifesaver is something that saves you in a difficult moment.
You can say, that question was a total lifesaver when something helps you out of an awkward situation.
My example, having a fun fact ready was a total lifesaver when they called on me first.
So today's words, originally, icebreaker, background, current, keen, relaxed, rambling, and lifesaver. 8 really useful words. Try to fit one into a sentence about yourself this week.
Okay, let's wrap up. What did we cover today?
We started with greetings, formal and informal, and picking one that actually fits you.
We talked about saying your name and where you're from with phrases like originally from and born and raised in.
We broke down the formula for job interviews: present, past, future. What you're doing, what you did, what you want to do.
We talked about introducing yourself at a new job, at a party, and, my personal favorite, on a date.
We also covered introducing yourself on a bigger stage, like a conference, and why this is and one memorable detail works so well there.
We covered fun facts, family, and hobbies, and how to keep all of it short and natural.
And we put it all together into full introductions you can actually use. A lot of ground covered, but all of it is stuff you'll use in real life.
The goal isn't to memorize a script. It's to have the pieces ready, so when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," you're not standing there blank.
Exactly. You just pick the pieces that fit the moment.
All right, our favorite part, question of the day.
Today we have 2 questions. Answer one or both.
First question, write your own short introduction in the comments. Just 2 or 3 sentences like the ones we did today.
Second question, what's your fun fact? Something true, short, and a little surprising.
For example, I'm Maria, I'm a teacher from Brazil, and my fun fact is I can solve a Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
Any answer is a great answer. This is a safe place to practice.
We read every single comment, and we genuinely love learning who you are.
So go ahead, introduce yourself to us.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today.
It really means a lot that you're here, practicing with us.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who is also learning English.
And subscribe to SpeakEasy FM so you never miss a new episode.
Remember, the best introduction isn't the fanciest one. It's the one that sounds like you.
Confident, short, and honest. That's all you need.
From both of us,
Keep learning, keep practicing.
and have a wonderful day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.